The funniest thing ever. Who's that? Is that baby Jack? Nana. He's so funny. Oh, love it. Have a kiss? Oh. Thank you. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Hope everyone is staying super safe out there. I do have Jack here with me today. He's gonna hang around, huh, Bubba? He loves the camera. So today I vlogged in like the first time in like 3 months. I have just had so much going on, as I'm sure everyone has, during this pandemic. No touch. And having a toddler who is literally into everything. As I was saying, have a toddler who is literally into everything. He's trying to touch my computer right now. Makes it extremely hard to kind of get any work done, but we are trying to prioritize that and really take advantage of the times that I do have without him. But yeah, I'm trying to take advantage of the times that I don't, like, that I have some time to blog and get back on YouTube and just kind of you know, be a little bit more active in the community, because I've just been kind of like but anyways, I wrote a blog post today. I wrote a blog post today about going through a pretty big setback lately. So I was able to get Jack, his dad just took him in the next room. So hopefully we have a couple minutes of peace and quiet and be able to get through this wonderful YouTube video. But this is a major reason why I do not film a lot of the times as much as I'd like to, is because my son is just occupies so much of my time and he's just crazy. I'm sure parents out there can totally relate. So anyways, today I'm going to be talking about the setbacks that I have had to go through the last couple of months. Kind of being knocked on my butt again as far as my migraines went, having to come up with a new game plan. So if you are interested in watching this video, keep on watching. All right, let me tell you, the last like 8 to 9 months of my life have been so crazy. If you follow my blog, I will be posting my blog post about this along with this video, so make sure you check that out too. I have gone through absolute turmoil. I have moved again, and moved again in the last 8 months. So 3 times I have moved. I'm going through a nasty custody battle with my kids. My son's father and I split up for 2 months. Yeah, it's been a crazy pandemic for me. I hope everyone out there has been a little bit better, but I think this pandemic just in general is affecting people on all sorts of levels. So it has just been crazy. And during that time, I really kind of hit rock bottom as far as my migraines went again, with the vertigo and the migraines. Got to a point where I was having symptoms every single day. So I really want to urge people out there that this is totally normal. I put so much pressure onto myself that I was defective. There was something wrong with me because I was having issues again. If you follow my story, I have been symptom free for a very long time and dealing with just very, very moderate or even mild symptoms in between. I do have the PPPD, the perceptual posterior, whatever, dizziness. But it was I had gotten to a point where it was so mild that it wasn't really affecting me anymore. So I got really, really well for a very long time. And then once I moved and then the pandemic hit, it was just a huge decline in my health. Wasn't taking care of myself. I was really being very, very hard on myself mentally. And I think that was one of the biggest issues I have. And so I really want to talk about the power of stress, and then the power of like positive affirmations, positive self-talk really helped dig me out of that place. So when I got really sick again, put me in just the worst, like, negative headspace. Like, I really thought like there was just something so wrong with me. Like, I thought I was defective. I was not a normal human being. I really just felt awful about myself. So not only physically, but mentally just felt awful. And I beat myself up all the time. If I had to, like, if I couldn't really move that day because it was so bad, like, I would just negative self-talk in my head. It was nonstop. It was just like, you know, you're worthless. You are a garbage human being. You're a bad mom. Like, you can't function. Like, you're a loser. And this was the constant wheel that was going on through my head. And so when I decided that I really had to get better, that was the first thing I had to do. I had stopped going to therapy for a while when I moved, and so I got back into therapy, and I had to hit that straight on. I don't know what it is about having a chronic illness. If you don't suffer from depression in the first place, I never suffered from depression until I got my chronic illness. And it's like every time I would get sick, it was like the negative just flooded. And I felt awful about myself, and I would tell myself awful things. And all it did was make me so much worse. I had to really, really dig deep to combat that feeling of worthlessness by telling myself, even if I didn't believe it in those moments, that I was worthy. I was worthy of a happy life. I was worthy of a healthy life. Even if I didn't have the healthiest life, I'm still worthy of all the beautiful things that life has to offer me. So I definitely implore you, if you're in a situation like I was, really start there. Start with really positive things about yourself. Even if it's, I'm proud of myself that I took a shower today. Proud of myself that I, got up for 5-10 minutes and walked around my house. You have to take joy and celebrate the little moments that matter, because when you're so sick, those little moments are victories. I don't care what anyone says, that's a victory. When I could get out of bed and be up for more than a couple seconds, that was a victory. And every day I celebrate my victories still. So yeah, positive self-talk, and again, being aware when you're negatively talking about yourself is something that has to go. Say goodbye. And yeah, we just can't do that when we're sick. It's all about positivity. So a few other things that I did, I really had to take it back to the basics. So I had to do my vitamins again. I don't know if you guys feel this, but when I had finally got to a point where I was a lot better, I just stopped doing all the things that made me better. I stopped taking my vitamins. I stopped eating food that was good for me. I stopped working out as much, because I was busy and I was tired. And I just stopped doing all of it. So, during stressful times, it is so important to really go back to that foundation of feeding your body good, taking care of yourself, and managing stress. Also, I wanted to really talk about reaching out. So the whole reason I started my YouTube channel, aside from the beauty aspect of it, I really wanted to give people an outlet to say, oh, this person is like me. I'm not the only one. I'm not crazy. I totally relate to what so many people are going through. I've had literally every symptom in the book. I had every symptom and then some, okay? I probably had symptoms that were not talked about when I was diagnosed that are now talked about. I had everything. I was legit going crazy. But one thing I really found interesting when I was sick again this time, for a prolonged period of time, was I stopped asking for help. I didn't call my doctors. I didn't advocate for myself. And I just was this is just my new normal. I was afraid to tell them I wasn't doing well, because I was so afraid that I was going to let them down. And just with YouTube and with my Facebook and Instagram, I was so afraid to talk about this because I just felt like I was letting people down. But it's just not the case. This is a normal progression of a chronic illness, and vestibular migraines are no different. There will be good days, there will be bad days. There may be good months, good years, and then you might have a stretch of not so great time. But it's important to advocate for yourself at all costs. It does not matter. And that was one thing that I have always been so passionate about is advocating for yourself, reaching out when you're low, talking to your doctors, being the squeaky wheel gets the oil or something. I don't know what it's called. A doctor told me that one time, and he was like, you're the squeaky wheel or something, because I just didn't give up. I would call. I don't care. Somebody needs to fix me. But yeah, I find that when we get super stressed or super overwhelmed, that could be something that goes away too, out of that fear. And I realized I'm not doing myself any service by not reaching out to the people who are supposed to help me. And if these people won't help me, then I'll find someone else that will help me. Reach out whenever possible, because I made that awful mistake of doing that, and I probably suffered longer than I should have, which was not fun. Don't discredit stress being a trigger for your migraines. I fell into this as well. I I just wanted to believe it was something else. Maybe it was, the food I was eating, or maybe I had some new condition that what the doctor weren't finding. And, I don't want to speak for everybody, but for me, once I accepted that stress was causing a huge role in my symptoms, they got better. Like, I started to feel better every single day. And every time my mind would wander into that, okay, is this, is it this? Am I worrying, or am I not worrying enough? Should I be doing more? I went right back to the acceptance piece. I'm accepting that stress can do this to me. Stress can make me sick. Stress makes a lot of people sick. And right now, my life is stressful, and I need to do something to make myself feel better. So taking the pressure off myself to find the answer. And now again, this is for me. And if you are at a stage where you're not diagnosed yet, definitely get a diagnosis. But for me, I know what my diagnosis is, and I know a lot of people know that too. And in my heart, I know this is what I have. Like, I don't have some mysterious illness. Like, I have vestibular migraines. And once I really, truly accepted that and knew that this was for the long haul, everything changed. So don't discredit, what's going on in your life. A lot of circumstances are out of our control. The circumstances that I went through was not, I don't feel was caused by me, and there wasn't a lot I could do about it, quickly. It's taken many months to get to where I'm at, but I knew, that it was out of my control, but I did things that I could keep in my control. Again, I used positive affirmations. I used positive self-talk. I combated the negative talk. I reached out to my doctors. I did the things that I could do in those moments. And that's what it's about. It's not about trying to control the things that we can't, that we know we can't. It's about controlling the things we can. So if I get a migraine, or if I get really bad vertigo and I'm in bed and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be a day that's wasted. There we go. I'm right into, you know what? I'm gonna make the best of this. I'm going to try to catch up on what my body needs, listen to what my body needs, and go from there. So yeah, this is a lot of rambling, but this is like an update, and just kind of like, let's catch up. I hope everybody is doing well. I know this pandemic is just awful. I know it's causing so many issues for so many people, and the stress. But for me, I'm doing better now. Like I said, I was really sick for a while. I started Emgality. I tried Amavig, it didn't do anything. I started Emgality. I'm doing well with that. I had added another medication for the PPPD. And like I said, every day I just do what I can. If I can work out for 5-10 minutes, I do that. I eat as healthy as I can. I take my vitamins every day. And if I'm having, a tough stretch, I talk to the doctors. I talk to my neurologist. So let me know how you guys are doing. I really hope everyone's doing well. I miss getting on here, and I'm really going to try to do more with my YouTube, just finding the time. But yeah, guys, don't discredit stress, and please find ways to combat it the best you can. Like I said, I know it's hard. It sucks. This stuff really sucks right now, but yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, what you think. If there's anything you would like me to discuss on the next video, let me know. I'd love to, and just kind of do a check-in. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what's working, what's not working, what do you need? All right, guys, and if you need a coaching session, they're on my website right now. You can go there. I will link it below for you. You can book a session, and we can come up with a game plan. All right, love you guys all. As always, please be healthy, and we'll see you next time. Bye.